Are you getting my voice? Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Are you getting my voice? Okay. There are three parts in a paragraph. Yeah. Hello? Okay. The first one is topic sentence. The second one supporting sentences. Third one closing sentence. So here about the topic sentence, you ask a question, very simple question and small question, that what is it? Okay. Or what does it do? So it introduces the main idea of the paragraph. Okay. So simply you can say it is the summary. Okay. How can one write it? Summarize the main ideas of your paragraph and indicate to the reader what your paragraph will be about. Okay. What are you writing about? So here the main concept is given in the very topic sentence. Okay. Generally in a paragraph it must be the beginning. Next, the second stage. In the second stage, you will have supporting sentences. Okay. So what do you have? Supporting sentences. So what are these supporting sentences? So here you ask yourself this another question. What are they? Okay. It's another question, another simple question. What are they? So here the answer to this, they occur after the topic sentence. Okay, the supporting sentences so generally occur after the topic sentence, means after the introduction. So that is making up the body of a paragraph. Okay, you have to write the body of a paragraph. Body means, so in the letter writing also you will have the body. So what is body means? What does it mean? Here the body is nothing but the message. Okay, the message you give. Okay, so that is called the body. And another question again, what do they do? Okay, what the topic sentence or supporting sentence will do. And they give the details to develop and support the main idea of the paragraph. So generally, you give the main idea in the very beginning, in the very first sentence. So that is the topic sentence. But here, the explanation to this topic sentence is supporting sentences. So here you give the additional information about the topic sentence. Next, another third question, how can I write them? Okay, how can you write these supporting sentences? So you should give supporting facts, details and examples. So here in the supporting sentences, what you have to do is you have to give the supporting facts. Okay, only the facts relating to the topic you have to give, and the details, full details, whatever you know or whatever you collected from the various sources, maybe from reading the book or surfing the internet, okay, or whatever the notes you have collected from the experts, you have to give. And next, the examples also you have to provide in the supporting sentences. Next, last, the third part is the closing sentence. So what is it? So what is the closing sentence? So generally, the closing sentence is the last sentence in a paragraph. Okay. So topic sentence is generally a beginning, the first sentence, whereas the closing sentence is the last sentence. Okay, remember the difference. Now, what does it do? Okay, what is the role of a closing sentence? What is the job? So here it relays the main ideas of your paragraph. So whatever you discuss in the middle, so in the body, just you have to give the conclusion to this in the final or last sentence. Now how can I write it? How do you write this? Restate the main idea of the paragraph using different words. So whatever you discussed earlier, the same you have to rewrite using the same, okay, the same meaning but in different words. So that is called summarizing. Okay, so here I'll give you a paragraph. Okay, I would like to read out the example. More recreational time is required for students for better concentration on lessons in class. So here, so what is the topic we are discussing? Should I read it again? More recreational time is required for students for better concentration on lessons in class. So what is the main idea? So what is this paragraph about? Title. What do you understand by this? Yeah, good evening. So here, what do you say the topic? So as a matter of fact, a student who takes a break of more than 45 minutes consistently scores better on tests immediately following the break. It is further suggested by clinical analysis that physical exercise improves the ability of the students to focus on academic materials. Longer periods of break are clearly necessary to allow students to be successful in their studies. So here the topic sentence is the more recreational time is required for students for better concentration on lessons in class. So the first sentence is the topic sentence. The rest are called body. The last sentence. What is the last sentence? Longer periods of break are clearly necessary to allow students to be successful in their studies. So the last sentence is called the concluding sentence or closing sentence. Okay. Now let us go to the next stage, that is developing ideas or writing a paragraph. So how do you develop ideas and write a paragraph? There are three main stages are involved in writing a paragraph. So namely pre-writing stage. Okay. So what is the first one? Pre-writing stage. The second one is writing stage. And third one is the last one, editing stage. Okay. So these are the three stages. Okay. So I would like to repeat. The first stage is called, what do you call the first stage? Can you respond to me? Anyone? What is the first stage? Yes. Okay. Pre-writing stage. What is the second one? Yeah, writing stage. And third one is called editing stage. Okay. Yeah, editing. So what are they now I say? So first during the pre-writing stage, what you have to do is just you need to think about what you are going to write and who is going to read it. Okay. So what is the theme? Okay, and which theme you are going to write and who is going to read your, okay, write up. Okay, what is the paragraph or the essay you are writing? Who will read that? Who are your target audience? Okay, who are you writing this for? So this is called the first stage. So here you have to gather all the ideas or the facts, okay, supporting the topic you are going to write about. Okay, what is the topic you are going to write? So about that you have to collect the all the ideas and facts relating to the topic. So here you have to note down all these in terms of words and phrases. Okay, so in words and a group of words are called phrases. So we have to note down these first. Okay, and You do not need to form sentences at this stage. Okay. So here at the very first stage, you need not form the sentences. Okay. There is no need to frame sentences, but you have to write the main ideas or the clues. Okay. Only the keywords or the phrases you have to write. And this is called the mind mapping. Okay. What you have to do is mind mapping. Because mind mapping is nothing but just working in your mind. Okay, you have to think in your mind that what you are going to write, and you have to gather the relevant information and facts relating to the topic. So this is the first stage. Okay, in the first stage you have to do all this. And what is this mind mapping? So mind mapping is a graphic technique in order to represent ideas on a particular topic. So in this technique, the ideas move out from the center to the fringes and branching out and associating with a network of other ideas. Okay, the network of ideas means all the connecting ideas, the relevant ideas to the topic. Okay, you have to write in a particular sequence, and every idea leads to a spray of other associations. Okay, one idea leads to the other. If you look at the following mind map of the concept of happiness, so in the material shared you, there is a picture, okay, regarding the happiness. So what are the factors that cause happiness? Okay, and what are the things that contribute to the happiness is given in the picture. Okay, look at the diagram. Okay, in the page number 70. Now let us go to the next one, next stage. So here in the mind mapping, there are 6 steps. Okay, so there are the 6 important steps that are discussed one by one. Okay, the first one is think carefully about what you are going to write. Okay, this is the first step or the first technique. Okay, in this, just you have to think nothing but. Okay, think carefully about the topic you are going to write and ask yourself, okay, so this question, who is my audience? Okay, who is my audience? What am I going to write in this paragraph? Okay, so ask few questions like this. And what is the most important part of my paragraph? And what is my introductory sentence? Or what facts or ideas can I use to support my introductory sentence? What can I add to make this paragraph interesting? Do I need more facts on this topic? If yes, where can I find more facts on this topic? So, if you ask these questions, you will get a lot of information related to the topic. Okay, this is the first one. The next second step is that now write down your answers to the questions in your notebook. So, first step you asked many questions. So, here is in the second step, you should write answers to the questions you posed in the first step. Don't spend a lot of time doing this. Just write what is necessary for you to write the paragraph. Okay, what is required to write a paragraph? Just you do that. Next, the third question, third step is that write down facts related to the topic. So, whatsoever the facts are there, just you have to write down the facts related to the topic and make sure the facts you are writing are related to the topic of your paragraph. Okay, you do not bring the unnecessary material that is okay irrelevant to the topic. Okay, so what is not related to the topic we not bring here. Only the facts related to your topic only you have to bring here, and avoid all unnecessary details. Okay, unnecessary details will be there, just you have to avoid them. Next, the fourth one is write down your own ideas. So whatever the own ideas are you having, just you have to write down, okay, your own ideas. Okay, in addition to the supporting details. Next, fifth one, Choose the main idea from the ideas you have noted down. Okay, earlier you have noted down few ideas. Okay, from them, just you have to choose the main idea. Okay, and if you are not able to decide the most important point, just choose one point and stick to it throughout your paragraph. Okay, you might have noted down many important points, but it may seem that to you all are similar, all important points, but you have to take any one of your choice and focus on the topic sentence only from the beginning to the last of your paragraph. Okay, so in the yesterday's class also I said that uh, in the features of good paragraph I told you. Okay, not only having the unity, you should stick to the single idea. Okay, a paragraph should have unity, okay, coherence and cohesion, but according to that, you should have only single theme. Okay, one paragraph will have only one theme. Next, last step is that organize your facts and ideas. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేయాలంటే మన యొక్క ఫ్యాక్ట్స్ని ఐడియాస్ మనం ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసుకోవడం అంటే సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద డేటా యూ కలెక్టెడ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు కీప్ ఇన్ ఏ ప్రాపర్ సీక్వెన్స్. ఓకే, మనకు వరుసలో మనం వాటిని పెట్టుకోవాలి. సో రిమెంబర్ ద ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యాక్ట్స్ అండ్ ఐడియాస్ టు డెవలప్ యువర్ మెయిన్ ఐడియా. ఓకే, మనం ఈ యొక్క ఐడియాస్ అన్నీ కూడా మనం ఒక మెయిన్ ఐడియాని తీసుకొచ్చే విధంగా మనం ప్రాపర్గా మన అరేంజ్మెంట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ది ఆర్గనైజేషన్ షుడ్ లీడ్ యువర్ రీడర్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ పాయింట్ టు అనదర్. ఓకే, మీ లీడర్స్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో, ఎవరైతే చదువుతూ ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళకి ఓకే దే షుడ్ బి లింక్, చదివేవాడికి ఒక సెంటెన్స్కి ఇంకొక సెంటెన్స్కి లింక్ అనేది ఉన్నట్టుగా అనిపించాలి. అంతేగాని ఈ షుడ్ నాట్ బి ఆడ్, సో డిఫరెంట్గా ఉన్నట్టు అది అనిపించకూడదు అనమాట. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద 6 స్టెప్స్ ఓకే ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ ఇన్ రైటింగ్ ఏ paragraph. Now, the second stage. Okay, so all this is the first stage. So, what is the first stage is called pre-writing stage. Now, the second stage. What is the second stage? Second stage is called writing. Okay, yeah. So, writing stage. So, in the writing stage, so once you have the mental picture of the paragraph, మీరు మైండ్లో ఓకే ఉంచుకున్నారు దేని గురించి రాయాలనేది. ఓకే, కొన్ని థీమ్స్ కొన్ని సెంటెన్సెస్ అనేవి మీరు మీ మైండ్లో ఫిక్స్ అయి ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, మీ మైండ్లో ఉన్నాయి, మీరు ఏం చేయాలంటే మైండ్లో ఉన్నట్లే బయటికి తీసుకురావాలి. హౌ డు యూ బ్రింగ్ దెమ్ అవుట్? సో జస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ఓకే ఆన్ ఏ పీస్ ఆఫ్ పేపర్. ఒక పేపర్ మీద మీరు వాటిని రాయాలి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద రైటింగ్ స్టేజ్. సో ఫాలో ద స్టెప్స్. ఓకే, so these steps are very crucial for you. Okay, I would like to tell you few steps. The step 1, write the topic sentence. Okay, so మీరు ఫస్ట్ రాయవలసింది ఏంటిదంటే టాపిక్ సెంటెన్స్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ద థీమ్. టాపిక్ సెంటెన్స్లో మనకి థీమ్ ఉంటుంది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద థీమ్ ఆఫ్ ద పారాగ్రాఫ్? దీని యొక్క సారాంశం ఏంటి, మనం దేని గురించి రాస్తున్నాము అనే దాన్ని మనం ఫస్ట్ సెంటెన్స్లో మనం ఇవ్వాలి. సో రైట్ ద టాపిక్ సెంటెన్స్, నెక్స్ట్ సపోర్టింగ్ సెంటెన్సెస్ అండ్ క్లోజింగ్ సెంటెన్స్. నెక్స్ట్ ఓకే సెకండ్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ దట్ రైట్ క్లియర్ అండ్ సింపుల్ సెంటెన్సెస్ టు ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ యువర్ మీనింగ్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద థీమ్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ పారాగ్రాఫ్? just you have to write that clearly and in simple sentences. Okay, don't use too many complex sentences, don't use typical vocabulary or hard words. Okay, don't use new words, you have to use the simple words. ఓకే, సాధారణంగా అందరికి అర్థమయ్యే భాషలో ఒక సింపుల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ మనం యూజ్ చేసి రాయాలన్నమాట. నెక్స్ట్ థర్డ్ వన్, ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ద మెయిన్ ఐడియా ఆఫ్ యువర్ పారాగ్రాఫ్. సో మీరు ఏదైతే రాస్తున్నారో సో రాసేటప్పుడు ఎంటైర్లీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫోకస్ ఆన్ యువర్ మెయిన్ ఐడియా ఆఫ్ యువర్ పారాగ్రాఫ్. మీరు యొక్క పారాగ్రాఫ్ మెయిన్ ఐడియా ఏదైతే ఉన్నదో దాని మీద మీరు ఫోకస్ అనేది చేయవలసి ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ లాస్ట్ వన్, ద ఫోర్త్ వన్, use the dictionary to find any words you need to express your ideas. Okay, if you think that మీరు అనుకున్నట్లయితే ఏమైనా ఎక్స్ట్రా వర్డ్స్ మీకు కావాలని చెప్పేసి మీరు అనుకున్నట్లయితే యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిఫర్ టు ద డిక్షనరీ. సో డిక్షనరీ సహాయం తీసుకొని యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ద వర్డ్స్ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఫర్ యువర్ paragraph. So this is the second stage, writing stage. Next, the third stage and the last stage. So what is the third stage? Yeah, editing. So editing is required. So editing is there not only in the movies. Okay, so in the movies also editor will be there. Okay, what is the job of editor? So he decides which is good, which is bad, which is required, which is not required. సో ఏది అవసరమో ఏది అవసరం లేదో అవసరం లేని కట్ చేసి ఓకే సో మంచిగా ఉండేలాగా ప్యాచ్ వర్క్ చేయటం అతికించడమే ఎడిటర్ యొక్క పని. ఓకే, సో హియర్ ఇన్ ద పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఆల్సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ దిస్ ఎడిటింగ్ వర్క్. ఓకే, వన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ రిటర్న్, ఒకసారి మీరు పారాగ్రాఫ్ రాసిన తర్వాత జస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రీరీడ్. మీరు ఏం చేయాలంటే దాన్ని మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చదవాలి. ఓకే, ఒకసారి రాసిన దాన్ని మీరు రీడ్ వన్స్ ఆర్ ట్వైస్, ఒకసారి కాకపోతే 2 సార్లు చదవండి. ఓకే, దర్ ఇస్ నో ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఎట్ ఆల్. మీరు చదివి ఏం చేయాలంటే వెన్ యూ రీడ్ దట్ వన్స్ ఆర్ ట్వైస్ యూ థింక్ దట్ సంథింగ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ నెసరీ. ఇక ఈ పారాగ్రాఫ్లో ఇది అవసరం లేదనుకుంటా అని మీకు అనిపిస్తుంది. లేకపోతే సో గ్రామటికల్గా ఏదైనా రాంగ్స్ ఉన్నాయేమో, స్పెల్లింగ్ మిస్టేక్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయేమో అనేది మీరు చెక్ చేసుకొని ఓకే యూ హ్యావ్ టు కరెక్ట్ దెమ్. వాటిని మీరు మళ్ళా సరి చేసుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో మిస్టేక్స్, ఎనీ కరెక్షన్స్, చెక్ స్పెల్లింగ్. నాట్ ఓన్లీ స్పెల్లింగ్ మిస్టేక్స్, ఈవెన్ గ్రామటికల్ ఎర్రర్స్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ దిస్ అండ్ ఈవెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ డూయింగ్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రీడ్ అగైన్. ఒకసారి మీరు సరి చేసిన తర్వాత కూడా స్పెల్లింగ్ చెక్, గ్రామర్ చెక్ అయిన తర్వాత కూడా జస్ట్ యూ నీడ్ టు రీడ్ ఇట్ అగైన్. మళ్ళీ మీరు ఒకసారి చదువుకోవాలి. అండ్ మేక్ షూర్ దట్ ఈ సెంటెన్స్ యాజ్ ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్. సెంటెన్స్ అన్నీ కూడా గ్రామటికల్గా ఉన్నాయా లేదా, ప్రతి సెంటెన్స్లో కూడా ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ అనేది ఉన్నదా లేదా. ద బేసిక్ రూల్స్ ఆఫ్ ఏ గ్రామర్, సబ్జెక్ట్ ప్లస్ వెర్బ్ ప్లస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. వెదర్ యూ హ్యావింగ్ ఇట్ ఆర్ నాట్. అండ్ సీ ఇఫ్ యువర్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ అండ్ వెర్బ్స్ అగ్రీ విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్. సబ్జెక్ట్ అండ్ వెర్బ్ అగ్రిమెంట్ ఉందా లేదా అనేది యూ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్. అండ్ చెక్ ద వెర్బ్ టెన్సెస్ ఆఫ్ each sentence. Verbs how they are used, and if you are used the mixed tenses. So you cannot mix present tense and past tense. You have to use only one tense, present tense or past tense or future tense, whatever it may be. You stick to only one tense. So write the paragraph entirely in present tense or either entirely in past tense. You cannot write single sentence using the present verbs and past verbs. And last one, make sure that each sentence makes sense. Every sentence must has a meaning. ప్రతి సెంటెన్స్ కూడా అర్థవంతంగా ఉండేలాగా you have to see that. That is your task. So that is about how to write a paragraph and tips for writing the paragraph, and also discuss the stages involved in writing a good paragraph. With this topic is over. Now if you have any queries you can ask me. It is question and answer session, so questions are welcomed from all of you. You are free to ask me any query if you have any doubts. So if you don't ask, I think that you all understood. సో మీకు అంతా అర్థమైందని చెప్పేసి అనుకుంటా. సో నో డౌట్స్, నో క్వరీస్. So I conclude this. So unit 2 paragraph writing is over. Have a good day. Yeah, come on. Unit 2. So unit 1 is soft skills. Okay, in the unit 2, so we discussed 5 topics. Okay, the first one is positive attitude, second one is body language, third one is SWOT analysis, fourth one emotional intelligence, fifth one etiquette. So this is unit 1. Unit 2 is paragraph writing. Okay, paragraph structure and development of ideas we discussed. So with this, 2 units are over. So tomorrow I'll catch you up on the third unit. So that is paraphrasing and summarizing. Okay. So have a good day. Durga.